easy on the beat.
Hello, welcome to the crossover, everybody. We're here with another episode for y'all today. Today on the panel, I am back because I missed last week. Apologies, but I am back here to host. On the panel today, we have the usual people: Zeno, Ace 30, Hollywood Herm, and True the King. How are y'all doing today? Before we get started,
chilling, man. Chilling like a villain, man. Can't complain, man.
You know, I'm good as long as I'm not
Right.
you know.
Hollywood Herm.
Yeah. I'm always solid, man. Always 30.
You muted too, her.
Yeah. You muted her.
Oh, my bad. Salute to everybody, man. Salute to y'all, man.
True the King, Hollywood Herm, are we gonna break it? Y'all got it.
Hey,
this was very left field. We do we do our preparations as a show, and you have to do the thumbnail and all that. It's like, yo, it's breaking news more than this. It's like, yeah, unfortunately, I mean, Shannon Sharp was in a sexual act on Instagram Live. Like he reportedly saying he was hacked. We cannot play the video because we will not get it.
We get straight down, yeah.
I want to play the video.
Listen, you saw it. It's all on the internet. I mean, listen, you were underage. Hey, listen, you know better. Get where your parents at and all that. But listen, hey man, he got caught slipping on live, man. I mean, listen, he got caught slipping on
Shannon
wild. He said he
Sharpen
got
is
hacked.
crazy.
Yeah,
Oh my
he
god.
said he got hacked. I don't know, man. I mean, that's they always say. I got hacked. You know what I mean? So you know how that go. I got hacked. So it's like, man, how y'all feel? Like, with that being said, the biggest sports personality in the world.
Man, it seems like
You know, we
everybody
seen
getting
this.
exposed, true.
You
Seems
know what
like
this reminds
everybody
me
getting
of?
caught up, man. It
If
seems
I
like
remember,
nobody is safe, man. 2024, y'all. Nobody is safe, man. Nobody is safe.
if I remember, wasn't it not like Jamal Murray also got caught doing something and he said he got
That was
hacked
crazy.
too?
I know you're talking about. I know
Yeah,
you're
that was
talking about.
crazy too.
Even I'm gonna give you another similar situation, which is goes to my question, the Paul Pierce situation, where he had
Oh
the
yeah.
females stripping and things of that nature, going
I
crazy.
know where you
He got
going.
fired. He got fired because of that. Now, granted, Paul Pierce isn't the same level of personality as Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp, like you say, he is the biggest sports personality in the world. Is he going to get? I mean, I
In
don't
the
think
world?
nothing's going to
Nah, he
happen because
won't.
of that.
I don't know about
But
the world, but
is
whatever.
it? But that being said, is it fair that guys like or you a lower level, you do get like this? Hey, you like listen if you like a swag goo, on ESPN, you got here or any other lower,
They gone.
you go down there. Ain't no
Oh yeah,
hey
yeah,
listen,
yeah.
you going
Nah,
to
but I think he
HRB?
did a good job, though, True. I think Shannon Sharp did a good job of recovering ASAP. It's saying that his account was hacked. And I know they doing some investigation, probably looking into the woman that he was occupied with, to try to figure out what really went on in that situation, man. But I think he recovered very well. And I think he's still going to have his job because he is one of the biggest faces of sports for sports media right now. So, I don't think he's gonna get fired for that. ESPN can't afford to lose him, even though it's some other things that ESPN is trying to cook up. I don't know whether we gonna touch on them, but ESPN trying to cook up on another personality, a big personality.
I do think, me personally, I think that he should definitely be suspended. Obviously, he won't be fired. One of the biggest, like I stated before, sports personality on TV uh, at the moment. So I doubt he gets fired. Definitely should get suspended. And I find this ironic because from what I'm hearing, I don't watch his show, but I do hear people talk about it. This comes after he got on Ocho for being late to one of the shows. So they had a discussion about professionalism on his show, and then this happens. If it is found out to be
That's a
him,
That
I
would
think
be
that
the biggest irony known to
Now,
man.
but
I
if
ain't
it
gonna lie.
is foul play, Mario, if it is foul play, he will get fired. Because that's one thing we know about Disney. Disney is running ESPN, so Disney not gonna play around if it's foul.
Yeah, okay, that makes
If it's
sense.
yeah,
foul play. But if his story adds up for us, this account got hacked, or if the young lady he was occupied with has something to do with it, he'll be just fine. I don't think he should be suspended for that because you can't control what other people do. You can't control your account being hacked because it's so many scammers out there. It's easy to anything to get hacked nowadays. So I want to punish him per se if that is true. And man, shout out to Ghost Energy, man. I'm just sipping on this right quick. I may get hyped a little bit later on. But yeah, Shay Sharp, he's the man of
Reprogram.
the
Shame
year
on you.
so far. He's the man of the year so far. Shout out to Shay Sharp. Unc, I see you, Unc. I see you, Unc. Shout out to Unc, man.
that's a yo. Yeah,
see,
that's a good point though, Mario. That's a great point. He was definitely chastising on. I mean, Grant. I mean, I don't. And he probably, of course, he probably said that him even in private before that, but he did it publicly like that. It went viral. Didn't talk about professionalism, all that. But you all here on live, I mean, hey. So it's like, hey, y'all wild in comments. Y'all are wild. But like anyway, like listen, that's hey. I mean, like I said before, I don't even think he's gonna get suspended because that even with that. Like he's the biggest bird. Like, listen, Shannon at a point where it's like he do what he want to do, long as like, because listen,
He
if
a
you don't
big
want him,
dog. He a big
he can
dog.
go in. He can go anywhere. He got his own platform. He don't even need ESPN to
He has
be like he
conversation.
legit. So it's like even like the situation with Pat McAfee. Remember he went out. He went after the bosses. He ain't nothing happened to him. So when you a big dog like that, I mean, listen, it's unfortunate that listen, life ain't fair at times. Where everybody can't be treated the same, but this is how the game go. When you bring how much value you bring to the table, it all determines your punishment and things of that nature when these situations happen.
Agree 100%. A30, any thoughts on the situation, or we can just transition over to football?
Oh yeah, we can move on. I think my parents said it on all sides similar, but like yeah, we can move on. Just be only thing more of the story is be careful out there, y'all. Just be careful out there.
Yeah. Okay, moving on to more serious news regarding, in the sports world, more specifically football. Just this past week, Tyreek Hill, wide receiver for the Miami Dolphins, was handcuffed on the streets of Miami on Sunday, before his very first game of the season, if I'm not mistaken, against the Jaguars. And we saw how that whole situation was handled. Um, what was y'all's initial reaction to seeing the body cam footage regarding that situation?
Let's get to the body cam. Let's get to the video.
Let's get to the video.
Yeah, this situation was crazy. Let me see.
I don't think this video has audio. No, I'm not sure though.
Do what you gotta do. Keep it down. Hey, keep your window down. Hey, keep your window down. Keep your window down. I'm gonna get you out of the car. As a matter of fact, get out of the car. Get out of the car. Get out of the car. Get out of the car right now. We're not playing this game. Get out. 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 Damn. What part of brother you in this car? Hey, Drew. Hey, Drew, I'm getting arrested, Drew. I'm getting arrested. I'm getting arrested, Drew. I'm getting out, bro. God damn, twin. When we tell you to do something, you do it. You understand? You understand? Not when you want or when we tell you. You're a little fucking confused. I'm getting out, bro. Too late. Too late. All right, bro. Take me to jail, bro. Do what you gotta do, bro. We are. We will. Good, bro. It is good. Hey. Don't worry about it. I hung up the phone. Stop crying. Bro. God. You know my mother like you crazy. You know my mother like y'all crazy. You know my mother like you crazy. I ain't do nothing, twin. Hey, hold on. Who is this? Hey.
Yeah, that was a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I know.
You ain't sure he got slammed? He got slammed.
Oh yeah, no, obviously
down.
it's a 27. If I'm not mistaken, the video
Yeah.
is 27 minutes. It's a very long
Yeah.
video. The video is
Yeah.
on YouTube, so if y'all want to watch the full clip, go ahead and search it because more than likely you'll be able to find it. But we're not gonna actually sit here and watch all 27 minutes of it. But yeah, that was obviously more that went down regarding that whole situation. It was stated that Tyreek Hill had been driving very fast and recklessly, which is why he was pulled over to begin with. If I'm not mistaken, the area in which he was driving in, the speed limit was 40. Tyreek Hill was reportedly going 60. And this was a result of him speeding. So let's get back to the question I asked. What was y'all's initial reaction after watching the full length of the video, or just the clip of it?
So originally I was thinking like, well, firstly one, there's cops are being quite aggressive. But secondly, it seems from you guys' perspective in the US, you can really just ignore orders like wind the window down. So when he's like taking it's they're saying for him to wind the window down like 4 or 5 times and he's not listening, he's kind of escalating the situation that didn't need to be escalated. Now, I'm not defending the police, but because especially when they pulled him out of the car like his GTA and then threw him on the floor and then essentially handcuffed him, and you can clearly see that Tyreek Hill, although originally he is kind of resisting, so I understand. He is like, damn, like
He's
just throwing me
upset.
on the floor like this, like.
And yeah. Keep going. I'm sorry, Zeke. I was just agreeing. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, my bad. Okay,
yeah.
he's like throwing me on the floor like this. Like, am I not a human too? So on both sides, I think Tyreek Hill was the issue, was the start of the issue because he was allowing it to escalate. But then when he's clearly complying, they're now just making it worse by like throwing him around everywhere and just essentially kind of just treating him like a rag doll, to be honest with you.
Trina King, Herm, those were good evaluations.
I guess I go ahead. I think end of the day, being a cop is a tough job, but once you choose that line of work, though, you gotta always be even killed. And I think a lot of those guys let their emotions get the best of them. Tyreek Hill was being an asshole, true indeed, but at the same time, you still gotta keep your composure as an officer of the law, and you still gotta be professional at the same time. They was being very unprofessional because they matched the energy of Tyreek Hill being an asshole. End of the day, he didn't do anything wrong. He just was being an asshole to you, basically being nonchalant and basically being whatever. But there's still no excuse for the officers to be that aggressive towards someone. End of the day, yes, with all the crazy stuff that go on, do they have to be on point? Yes, but you go through certain training, you go through certain things to understand how to conduct yourself. So, at the end of the day, you choose that line of work. You gotta be ready for everything, but still, you still gotta remain professional, and that's what cops lose sight of. So end of the day, you choose. Nobody told you to choose that line of work. You chose that tough ass line of work, and guess what? You got to do the right thing at all times, and especially if you know you deep, and especially you got more officers with you. There's no need to panic. There's no need to act a fool like that officer did how he conducted himself. So, end of the day, the officers were point blank wrong. You just got emotional, overreacted to a damn professional athlete that was being a direct asshole to you. That's all it is. It was no more, no less. The officer did not have to crash out because Tyreek Hill was being an asshole. Tyreek Hill was done wrong. I know his team probably filed a complaint on that shit, and they should. And the officer should be suspended. He shouldn't be fired, but he should be suspended because he got to learn how to conduct himself and be professional. They go through their trainings for a reason, and he failed in that instance. So imagine it was a normal citizen like all of us on the panel, probably would have got a ass shot or got a beating from that. So at end of the day, man, Tyreek Hill, you gotta be smarter. You don't have to be an asshole. You don't have to be a smart ass. Just comply. You know your ass is speeding. Just roll your shit down, have your paperwork ready, give it to him so you can take your ass on about your day. Before it's the officer that conducted himself horribly, he should be suspended for sure, without pay.
And to piggyback on that, listen, the cops got suspended for a reason. Yes,
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill should he handle that situation differently? I think everybody will agree that because of listen, hey, the cops ask you to do something that's a right per se, not nothing anything actually anything crazy to do. You know what I mean? For everybody's safety, don't make it hard. You know what I mean? It's what they just whatever per se. But like I said, you a cop, you don't make it worse. You don't meet that person to that level. You know what I mean? Till like that was like unnecessary force for like I said, they got body cams for a reason, y'all. And then like I said, you look at the body cam, clearly he got suspended. So clearly he ain't do his job right. So like all y'all people in the comments talking about whatever case may be, granted, you listen, two wrongs don't make a right. We're not excusing Tyreek Hill's behavior. I'm definitely not. But one thing we're not going to excuse is a person that supposed to be the law, supposed to be a representative of the law, and ain't doing their job either. You know what I mean? He signed up for that job to be uh at de-escalate situations. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? And enforce the law. That wasn't enforcing law. That was forcing your own power and your ego and abusing it. So that's the difference. You know, be granted. Hey, don't because like this, just like in your regular job, any regular job, you work in retail, wherever case may be. Just because a customer acting disrespectful, don't give you the right to be disrespectful. You will get fired. I seen a lot of times these situations you'll get fired for that. So we're going to excuse nobody's excusing bad behavior, but doesn't when if you have a job that you know what I mean, you supposed to be the better person, wherever case may be, you know what I mean, it doesn't give you the right to meet that person to that level. So it's like
exactly. That's facts. Hey, Sturdy, we'll go ahead and go to you.
Nah, true. Her hit the right on the head, man. It's just like at the end of the day, you take that type of profession, you got to be the bigger person. You got to control the situation. And the fact that, let's be honest, if Tyreek Hill wasn't Tyreek Hill, there's a chance it could have went the other way. I know like that spirit market went up, but like it is what it is. That's just facts. So the fact that in any circumstance the officer escalate that situation to that degree, that's unacceptable. Like we're fortunate that it happened to a celebrity, so that way you get more exposed. But at the end of the day, you dictate how stressful your job is in that circumstance. Get a man a ticket and go on. That's how I see it. It's that simple to me. And I'm hearing that his legal team is going to take further legal matter. They're gonna sue the officers. The officers will be I don't know if they'll be reprimanded, but they're definitely gonna get punished.
Yes,
And
they
I
should.
hope not hope, but like hope yeah, I hope Tyreek Hill's legal team get a huge settlement just to
No, but
show a message,
seriously.
like just to show a message. Well, yeah, go ahead, John.
Yeah, I hope Tyreek Hill learn his damn lesson, man. Just shut the hell up. You
That
know
too.
you were speeding. And
yeah,
giving your shit so you can go on because you could have
right.
got dealt with and we could have been hearing Tyreek Hill got gunned down. You know what I'm saying? So Tyreek
Right.
Hill gotta be smarter and to Terrell Jenkins and Kurt, y'all sitting up there, you can't be that much of an asshole to ignore the fact that the officers didn't uphold their professionalism. They get trained for a reason. Nobody told them to choose their career. Once you choose that career, it's a certain way you got to conduct yourself. You got to be smart. You got to be even keel. You can't panic in every situation just because you paranoid. If you real paranoid, you're not gonna be able to be an officer. You're not gonna be able to be a cop because you're gonna be jumping and antsy towards any situation that comes your way. So that's all it was. The officer was just paranoid and scared, and you can't be that way being an officer. Tyreek Hill, yes, was being a true asshole, but was personified as being ignorant. But at the same time, the officer, you got to maintain your composure at all times, in which they didn't. So you making excuses for the cops. Shit, you can't do that, man. It's levels to it. Just like you brought up the children, Terrell Jenkins, when a child is acting up, and what should the adult parent do? It's certain ways that adult got to handle that situation, depending upon the situation with the child. Most of the time, you don't have to do anything physical for a punishment. But some instances, you may have to. It all depends on the situation. So you can't be dull with your comparisons and try to make it seem like that Tyreek Hill is all on Tyreek Hill. Hell no, it's the officer too.
Definitely. And I do want to point out a comment that Twinman35 said that we did put up here. The problem is we have conditioned the public to be more professional than police officers, which I think is insane. I think a lot of people don't understand, like, the relationship that Black people have with police officers is not an ideal relationship that neither side, I don't think neither side really wants, but that's just the relationship that we have to deal with in society. The initial reaction of Tyreek Hill to be defensive, I can't blame Tyreek for being straight up defensive when you just got pulled over by a police officer. And then for the situation to go like it did, okay, well then Tyreek had every reason to be defensive from the jump if that is what you were gonna do. Like, it's like the whole situation. I'm not liking the Tyreek should have did this, Tyreek should have did that. We've had many instances where Black people, not even just Black people, but people in general, people who aren't police officers, have complied, have done everything that they have been told to do by police officers, and we've seen how police officers handle those situations, not accordingly at all. But yeah, an investigation was internal investigation was ran, and the officer was placed on administrative leave. A30 said that Tyreek Hill's team does look to be trying to sue, and yeah, we can just.
And here's the thing, Terrell Jenkins too, man. Like, when nobody's excusing Tyreek Hill's behavior. Listen, Tyreek Hill. Listen, I'm not surprised how he conducted. I mean, unfortunately, we ain't gonna go into all the trouble he have gotten over years because, and the reason why he have gotten away with situations because he is Tyreek Hill.
That's true.
You know what I
That's
mean?
true.
I don't want to throw in. I mean, he ain't no angel. He ain't no saint. So that's why part of me too, like, he trying to act like a social justice warrior, talk about, like, what if I wasn't Tyreek Hill? Well, if he wasn't Tyreek Hill, he would have been out here a long time ago. I mean, just be honest with you. Like, he got away with a lot of different stuff with the law, getting in trouble. I mean, it is what it is. You got caught how we see it. But I mean, to that point, though, at the end of the day, when you're an officer, you have to be professional. You have to be why you have training for a reason. Just because, like, somebody do certain things, you don't necessarily have to match that. That just isn't like come on. Like, that's just, I don't care why we can't understand that.
Very upsetting. But to finish the day off, Tyreek did end up playing in the game, and he did score a touchdown. I think after something that traumatic, for you to do that in your job and stuff like that, I think that's very huge. But yeah, we shall see how this situation continues to roll out due to his team deciding to take legal actions. But next, still sticking to the football, the NFL, Kendrick Lamar was picked to perform in the 2025 NFL Super Bowl. I don't know what number we're on. I'm going to be honest. I don't know what number of the Super Bowl we are on, but the 2025 Super Bowl will be hosted in New Orleans. And if you are a real fan of music, you would understand why he received backlash. But before we go into that, play the video.
There you go. Give me one more. Ah. Come on. Two more. Just like that. You ready? Exactly. What the deal, everybody? My name is Kendrick Lamar, and I'll be performing at Super Bowl 59. Will you be pulling up? I hope so. You know, it's only one opportunity to win a championship. No round twos. Let's get it. Boom!
It is Super Bowl 59. I'm gonna be honest. I've never seen that video either. I never watched it. I just heard that he was hosting it. But yeah. Anyways, do y'all think Kendrick Lamar should be hosting the Super Bowl? And then after this, we'll get it. I'll explain the process of the person being picked. But before we get into that, do y'all think Kendrick Lamar is a good pick to be hosting a Super Bowl that will be held in New Orleans? Anybody?
1000%. That was a fantastic choice. Let's be honest. It's his year. It's his year. He's been on the roll, as we all know. And on top of that, he's a great performer. Over the years, Kendrick has, as an artist, as a rapper, as his presence overall has increased his stage, has increased his performance throughout. If you watch the pop out on Amazon, it was good. And be honest with you, he didn't have to do that much. Like that's how much like momentum he has during this year. And obviously there's other, like, you seen any of the morale shows, he puts on great performances. So I think it was the obvious choice and a great choice to choose Kendrick Lamar for this year's Super Bowl.
True. Zeno, do you really care who got picked to perform at the Super Bowl?
Me, like generally speaking, like I care about the game itself more than necessarily the halftime show. But there's nothing wrong getting some good entertainment of a halftime show. It's a plus, right? It's like, hey, why not? You know what I mean? Whoever the perform it. Like even all the greats ever performed, to the Beyonce, the Bruno Mars, to the Michael Jacksons, whatever. You come to see the game. Most importantly, right? If you are a football fan. But hey, you know what I mean? If you want to see some entertainment, why not? But also too, one thing about the Super Bowl is more than just the people that love the game of football. Everybody's involved. You know what I mean? The people who have Super Bowl parties, they don't be all they don't know who's even playing. Can't name the players, but it's the event. It's a holiday. It's really low key. It's a holiday. Like if you really think about it. So it's like when it comes to that, and the performance aspect, like Kendrick Lamar, listen, arguably the biggest artist in the world right now. I mean, when it comes to like, listen, the genre of hip hop, arguably the biggest genre right now, and you have the leading that Kendrick Lamar. Why not? I mean, listen, Amazon, the numbers he does when it comes to his shows, his performance. I mean, with all due respect, I know Wayne. I mean, listen, if I was me, maybe I would have picked Wayne representing New Orleans, but at the same time, the analytics show they do these research and all that. I don't think it was a big deal like that. They would when Beyonce performed in 2013 in New Orleans, nobody was saying that, why Wayne ain't performing. So I don't think it was a big deal. He didn't get picked. So what? You know what I mean? Um, worry about doing your show with Skip Bayless. Worry about that. You know what I mean? You heard you're coming up. Worry about doing the halftime show. You know what I mean? 'Cause you can, hey. So I feel I'm not mad at all though. I'm a Kendrick Lamar fan. To me person, now that being said, we may see Wayne pop out though. Kendrick may bring Wayne out. So hopefully we can see that. You know what I mean? It will be dope, but I'm not mad at all. It was a great choice, man.
Man, that's total bullshit. Jay-Z is the biggest hater in hip hop history. He actually is the most overrated rapper of all time as well. It's just very disrespectful. It's just very disrespectful, man. Due to the fact that it's personal reasons why Wayne wasn't chosen. Um, End of the day, people may want to point out to the WrestleMania thing. Wayne ain't took that serious, man. End of the day, Super Bowl in New Orleans. I think it would have been great. It would have been big. It would have been special, man. All the people he could have brought out. End of the day, Wayne got numerous hits that could carry a show. Kendrick Lamar ain't got no damn catalog like Lil Wayne. Kendrick Lamar can't carry no damn Super Bowl concert show. Where they go perform humble and all that backpack rap shit? That backpack rap not gonna work at the Super Bowl, man. End of the day, Jay-Z, you an asshole, you a hater. Hey, Jay-Z, to be honest, you never really dominated rap. You never dominated rap, Jay-Z. In your prime in the late 90s, DMX was better than you. In the mid-2000s, Lil Wayne was better than you. Hell, in the 2010s, Kanye, Drake, and those boys were better than you. You never really dominated in your career. All you did, you just sold your damn soul to get to where you get it. You overrated.
Wait, who's he talking about?
You stole Biggie rhymes. You stole Biggie's hits. You stole Biggie's rhymes. You ain't original. You stole KRS-One Blueprint album idea. You weak, Jay-Z. You a damn gatekeeper. You a culture vulture. And hell, you should be kicked out. You shouldn't have any more decisions for choosing who's gonna perform at the Super Bowl.
I do agree with that.
At end of the day, Lil Wayne should have performed in New Orleans. Hell, the whole Cash Money should be there. Cash Money, Young Money should be there. It should be an epic concert with them. It shouldn't be nobody else involved. Nobody should be involved. If it was a Master P or Birdman and them, nobody should be performing but them. If it's coming to rap, they should be there.
If you're talking about
No Limit.
We gotta go to Zeno. Let's go to Zeno before we let everybody hop in. Zeno, thoughts on the Super Bowl?
Originally, I just wanted to kind of add on. He is kind of right where like JC's never peaked above everyone else in the rap industry in 1 year specifically. Never has. If you go through each year, it's just not true that he's ever done that. Lil Wayne years there. You had a year of 50 Cent. Yeah. All right. Never mind. Let me get back onto business. So when it comes to there's actually one thing I wanted to ask you guys. Do you think if Drake won the beef that he would have been the Super Bowl 50? Is it 49 or 59? You said.
You cooking right now.
You see, my question, what I was thinking when you guys were talking about this was, do you think that the beef had to do with anything to do with the Super Bowl?
Absolutely.
Do you think like the beef was technically kind of competition to who became the person that's going to be in the Super Bowl?
I think
I know it thinks like I'm doing like a little tinfoil hat type of thing, but
no, unintentionally, yes. You cooking right now.
I'm like genuinely curious because like I already sat down and thought about when it came to everything. Also, I feel like no one caught you only got one chance to win a chip. No round twos. That's a shot at Drake for saying that I'm coming back with a round two. He's trying to shoot it down, saying there's no round two. I'm not playing around with you no more, by the way. So I'm genuinely curious. Like that's one thing. And then to actually answer your question, yeah, I think Kendrick, as everyone said already, he's been on a roll. He's great. He's pretty much gonna go down as one of the GOATs. In my opinion, he's already one of the GOATs.
Okay.
So
he's okay. He ain't that good.
He's
right. Anyways,
go ahead, Zeno.
Anyways, because we already know that Ham hates the younger generation, so we move. I think
I actually don't.
Can you tell me one of the younger artists that are like GOAT status?
For his GOAT status, I think if you talking about for what they did for music, I think Drake honestly did more for music than Kendrick Lamar. I think Drake catalog wiping the floor with Kendrick Lamar's catalog, not even close. Honestly, I think J. Cole.
You about to get some. You about to get some real haters.
I think J. Cole's catalog is better.
Okay, you know what? My fault. You know what you're talking about. J. Cole's my favorite artist. You know what you're talking about. My fault. But
and I'm gonna tell you who could go damn near Glock for Glock with Kendrick Lamar too for us in the younger generation. I think Big Sean catalog is just as good as Kendrick Lamar.
Okay, I disagree with that.
I'm just saying,
especially when he first started out. A few of his first albums was
Zeno. You got to remember. Ghost Energy Drinks has an expiration date. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you probably had a bad batch. To say Big Shot, we ain't got this right now.
I'm sorry. I was fine with you saying Drake commercially and changing certain stuff. I'm fine with J. Cole because he has he's probably the biggest artist when it comes to getting a lot of artists under his wing and teaching them how to do certain things. That's why you have like JID, you have Earth Gang, you have certain other play, and then you also have like albums like the
He
Revenge
only
of the
got
Dreamers
one
3.
classic album.
Those are fine. But when you say Big Sean,
he hell bent on Big Sean and just being
Big
bitter.
Sean is not the one. Especially he's had like, if I'm correct, he has like 2-3 bad albums.
Hey, no pun intended, but that was some BS.
But yeah, it's crazy.
I mean,
but
Kendrick Lamar last album was terrible. It was ass.
Which one?
I mean, that's debatable. The Miles Morales. No, I say Miles Morales, but the Morales album. But
that's more for me. All right, go ahead. My fault.
Yeah, but we heard her mention and put a lot of frustration on Jay-Z, who we know is one of the co-producers for the halftime shows in the NFL for the NFL. However, this is not Jay-Z's fault. Jay-Z did not really. He didn't say, "Oh, let's get Kendrick," and so they got Kendrick. There's a process to how how the performance is picked, the artist is picked. The selection process basically begins with a panel, which includes officials like the NFL's Director of Entertainment, folks from the NFL's production company, and the halftime show director and producers. And Jay-Z would be included in that. And then after a long and detailed process, they basically come up with a list of artists that they think would be perfect for this location, this place, this event. And they hand it over to the Super Bowl's hosting city, and they make the final decision. So basically, Jay-Z had a say, but didn't get the final say. Really, he had a say, but was not the person who made the final say. The city of New Orleans said
that's cap.
They wanted Kendrick.
That's
not cap.
That's cap. Man, that's
not. Go look at Herm. That's not cap though.
That's the selection process.
No, Herm. Like I thought. Listen, I do. Herm, it's not cap though. Go research it, bro. Like it's not. I thought it was crazy too. But like basically, which is not surprising. Jay-Z basically was a figurehead. You know, all the social justice things, and they want to have. You know what I mean? Representation, whatever, and have JD Bates as a face of. Don't listen to your point though. You can still for your point of being Jay-Z being a hater, right?
Put his foot down.
Because your point. Because here's the thing. End of the day, he wanted Kendrick Lamar because of whatever reasons, right?
And New Orleans ain't
whatever reasons. But in the day, if the city of New Orleans said, you know what, we forget Juvenile, forget Mystical, forget Hurricane Chris.
Juvenile got more hits than Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar, what hit Kendrick Lamar got bigger than Beck?
No, you got hey, I ain't gonna hold you. You got to chill out, bro.
No. What hit Kendrick Lamar got
chill
back
out.
that ass up for Juvenile?
Not like us. Just
that garbage ass.
You don't even believe that. That's why you cheesy. You would be killed.
You know Juvenile. You know Juvenile sold Juvenile sold $4 million, right?
I know. Listen, Juvenile phenomenal.
Y'all crazy.
Hall of Fame artist. Juvenile phenomenal.
What hit outside of not like us that Kendrick Lamar has bigger than back that ass?
But speaking of Juvenile, right? You got
be humble,
guys,
then sell more than Hines.
Listen, but here's the thing, though. With that being said, the city officials didn't back Kendrick Lamar be on the show more than Lil Wayne or any other artist.
Man, they covering Jay-Z ass. That's all they doing.
But here's no, they ain't. That's always been the process, though.
Could you repeat that question you had earlier, huh?
What hit that Kendrick Lamar got is bigger than Juvenile's Back That Ass Up or High?
Okay.
He don't have. He
ain't got nothing. He ain't got nothing bigger back that.
I mean, that's subjective. I mean,
that's like
that's subjective. Because that song always gonna be a hit everywhere. But the point is this though, and all these people that were backing Wayne like Juvenile get mad at the city of your own city. Get mad at your own city. Don't get mad at Jay-Z, whatever case may be. Because here's the thing too, though. Wayne ain't speak out yet.
Wayne did
speak out.
He made a statement as I was.
He made a post.
I was gonna say, "All right," is a big song, but
because it was also Wayne was asked this question a long time ago. I think when they had officially announced that the Super Bowl would be held in New Orleans, would he ever like to perform at the Super Bowl? And Wayne said yes. I mean, he might still get to perform though.
Yeah,
I mean,
Kendrick bring him out. But
I doubted it. Like, if I'm Lil Wayne, I'm saying no, because the city should have just got him to begin with. As much as I'm also a fan of Kendrick Lamar, I'm also a fan of Lil Wayne. I think simply how they basically kind of did the Dr. Dre situation. Like, to sit here and make it seem like location had nothing to do with why they chose Dr. Dre would be insane. I think one of the biggest reasons they got him was because of where the Super Bowl was held and things like that. I think that they should have got Lil Wayne. And
now that being said, speaking of New Orleans, right? The Super Bowl been held at New Orleans 11 times.
But this is
before
different.
last time. But here's the thing, though, and this is why, like, my feeling, I think it's fake outrage too.
Well, if you bring that up, hip hop, they wasn't bringing hip hop artists.
No, well, this is my point. Well, I mean, I understand that, but the last time it was in New Orleans, but my whole thing is this. But my point still is like the fake outrage thing, because listen, Wayne and Cash, the whole New Orleans has been popping with rappers for a while now. They've been holding it down for the city musically for years, decades, right? 2013, Beyonce performed the Super Bowl. Where that was at? New Orleans. So when Wayne was still out here, you know what I mean? Why there was no outrage from that? I think honestly, it's selective outrage.
We've had years of outrage. Committee
when 2013, the people was mad at Beyonce before 2013 over Wayne.
Wayne dissed it. That's why Jay-Z got everything to do.
Man, I'm not saying for him. I'm talking about for the people. No, I'm saying for the people. We wasn't having conversations. I know that happened, but we wouldn't having these conversations about why ain't Wayne performed Super Bowl till now.
Yeah, not in 2013. You couldn't have that. It goes back to
have a rap artist back then.
We wasn't putting rap.
2013.
They did not.
Pop was the biggest thing.
2013. I'm okay, but 2013. Wayne has his.
Pop was big in the early 2010s. You got Beyonce, Bruno Mars, and if I'm not mistaken, it was the Red Hot Chili Peppers that were also a part of the performance in that Super Bowl. That Pop was the biggest thing in the early 2010s.
Wayne, we talking about Wayne in 2013 is bigger than he is now.
But up until I would agree, but we have to think about what was popping during these and how the NFL and like what route did the NFL typically choose. The NFL is known for choosing people in that pop dynamic, that pop group. It wasn't until a couple of years ago when rap officially became like the biggest.
The go-to.
Music, exactly. The go-to is when we saw them select Jay-Z, and people being upset at Jay-Z because you expect Jay-Z to be the crossover for the people to the people in the offices. Like Jay-Z, you see everybody's initial reaction is Lil Wayne. So therefore, you should use your power to try to get Lil Wayne to be able to perform at this Super Bowl. I understand it 100%. I could care less about how big of a year Kendrick is having, considering the fact that the next Super Bowl will be had in Calais, which is where he's originally from. I think they could have waited until next year to get Kendrick Lamar, and you could have got Lil Wayne, and not even just Lil Wayne, but a rapper from the South. Because to be honest, I feel like a lot of rappers from the South are really not getting their flowers at all.
Name some.
Besides Wayne, who would be a good in the South to perform?
Yeah, name some.
I mean, we got Outkast.
Yeah.
Okay,
I feel like they're not.
I'm not mad then.
But
no. I would be fine with Outkast, but I don't think they would. I don't think they would do that though.
You only can name one.
The thing is, but we've seen how Super Bowls have been ran in previous years. You don't need one. Like with Dre, he didn't have to just play his hits. He was able to bring on people and get that nigga had.
You're talking about Dr. Dre, right?
Yeah,
you're talking about Dr. Yeah, but that's like he's probably the most influential. Like,
man, I'm gonna say this, man.
person alone in rap industry. Yeah, that no wonder why he was able to bring so many
I
people
gotta do
on
the
board.
South justice, man.
You're talking about the
Lil
exception,
Wayne is
sadly.
Lil Wayne created Nicki Minaj and Drake, two of the
Yeah.
most influential rappers you can get in my generation as well. That alone is enough.
And Mario, I gotta do justice for the South, man. End of the day, like Pimp C told y'all this years ago, man. The South had been our time, and niggas always hate on the South. They always hate on the South. Jay-Z always hated on the South. Jay-Z and Birdman been beef about 14 years ago. It's been like that. They been hating on the South. Pimp C told you that, man. Quit hating the South, man. Hey Jay-Z, quit hating the South, boy. The South gave you your first real big hit. The South really put you over. Because you wasn't over yet till you came to us. Till you came to the South. Till you came and got UGK for Big Pimpin', nigga. You didn't get over till you came to us. We got you over, Jay-Z. We made you bigger than what you ended up becoming. End of the day, man, the South, we run this hip hop thing, and y'all
See, here we go with the action sauce.
Y'all bums up, man, and y'all gotta stop hating the South, man. Cause end of the day,
Lil Wayne is
to go to this generation, and his ass should have been performing. And Jay-Z, you gotta be ashamed of yourself. You a culture vulture. You disrespected the game. And hell, to be Jay-Z, you never been the best, Jay-Z. You never been the best, man. You never been there, man. The South, we running this shit, man. We running this shit, man. In the day, hell, you could have got Master P and No Limit. People keep forgetting. Look, one thing about the South, this is the difference between the South, the East Coast, and the West. The one thing about the South, we independent, homeboy. We don't have to sign them bogus record deals. We don't have to kiss ass to get to where we at. We got it from the bottom, nigga. We got it. We came from the bottom and got it. That's what we did in the South. That's why they hate us so much, nigga. That's why they hate us. End of the day, Jay-Z, boy, I really can't say what I really want to say. Hey, but hey, guess what you is? You a band, boy. You a band. You a B-A-N, Jay-Z. You a B-A-N, Jay-Z, and I mean that, boy. You a B-A-N, and this is coming from a nigga from the South, nigga. This is a nigga from Memphis, Tennessee. You a band, boy. You know what you is. You a B-A-N, boy. And I mean that, homeboy.
Herb. All right. We get it. Hey, we get it. The moral of the story is there was a selection process. At the end of the day, you want to take your anger out anybody, take out on the representative of New Orleans, which was the host of this upcoming Super Bowl, because like Mario just illustrated to us, they get the final decision. After all this hoopla, we don't even know if Wayne even made the list.
That's true.
But that's just my 2 cents.
It shouldn't even be no list. It shouldn't even be no list.
No, Herb.
It should be Lil Wayne and friends at the Super Bowl.
And plus, if it was up to me, Herb, if it was up to me, it was a one-person selection. It was up to me. I would choose No Limit Reunion. Young No Limit Cash Money, young Cash Money Reunion. That's what I would have done. But it's not a one-person selection process. Believe it or not, this thing takes weeks and months of the selection process too. Wasn't just immediate like that. Well, that's my 2 cents.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And plus, for a reference too, last time we saw Wayne performing just like a magnitude crowd like that performance, go look what he did at WrestleMania. This last past WrestleMania, the performance, it was trash. Like, I mean, so if you ain't going, respectfully, like, I mean, when it comes to Super Bowl, listen, but here's the thing though, when it comes, going back to the selection process, when it comes to Super Bowl performances, they look at all aspects of picking the right. They not let's be real, like we know there's certain artists in any type of certain genres they probably would never get a Super Bowl performance because of not because they don't make great music, because of the lack of like performance and things of that nature. So it's like, listen, respectfully, stop forgetting your lyrics, Wayne. I mean,
Man,
all
true.
that. I mean, this is
I'm gonna put it to you like this. Imagine at the Super Bowl, you hear "Go DJ," and that's my DJ. Imagine you hear "A Millie." Imagine you hear "A Millie" playing, and Millie, a Millie. Imagine you hear that playing at the Super Bowl. Imagine,
ain't forgetting the
imagine
words.
for the women.
Ain't forgetting the
Imagine
words.
for the women, you hear "Lollipop." Imagine for the women, you hear "Lollipop."
I turn.
Man, come on, man. Lil Wayne got a catalog that Kendrick Lamar can't even dream of having, man. Kendrick Lamar
I
ain't
bet. You know,
having
Herm.
a catalog
You know,
like
Herm.
Wayne, man.
I'll meet you in the middle. I'll agree Wayne would do it, but he has to do. But before the Super Bowl, he has to be 2 months sober. I'll meet you right in the middle.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Because I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna lie, Wayne. I mean, I'm gonna lie, Herm. Like old Wayne ain't carrying that lean too properly nowadays, bro. It's affecting him now. He's getting older. His immune system ain't as strong. You know what I'm saying? Like he gotta rehab a little bit, but then so he got more energy for the show. That thing he did at WrestleMania, that ain't it. That ain't
He
it.
ain't take that serious. Lil Wayne just
It
said
wasn't.
it. He just said it when he
Nah, but you
responded
do
to
look
it.
at
That was
though.
his
Hold on,
dream to perform at the Super Bowl.
But at the end of the day, we just gotta see. But at the end of the day, Kendrick Lamar, we know, is a great performer. So I expect the performance to be great. It's Kendrick Lamar. But I do encourage y'all to go back and look up halftime performances in the Super Bowl. I encourage y'all to do that. But moving on, enough of football talk. We're now going to transition over to basketball. Denver Nuggets star, well, one of the stars, Jamal Murray, received an extension. He agreed to a 4-year, $208 million max extension. This deal keeps Murray out of free agency talks next summer. What do you guys think about the extension for the Denver Nuggets? And in regards to the situation, the stuff that we've heard revolving around this team, do you think this is good? Or did he deserve it? Yeah.
Who wants to go first? Firstly, that's not my job. I shouldn't be saying asking this.
Hey Mario, what situations? Hold on, what situation you talking about, Mario? What situation are you talking about that's going on with the Denver Nuggets right now?
Oh, stop. Well, one of the situations is NPJ talks of him needing to be shipped. Mike Malone wanted to enter. Do not know to where, but that is one of our topics about Mike Malone wanting MPJ to be shipped. That was one thing. I did hear something else, but I can't remember what exactly it was. It wasn't looking great for the Denver Nuggets at one point this summer. I can't remember exactly what it was. But back to Jamal Murray. What do y'all think about this extension?
Okay.
I mean, I'm not surprised. You know what I mean? Jamal. They did wait it a long time. They were in negotiations for a while. I was curious. We didn't get a deal yet. Then last week, deal. Got announced by Woj. So, like I said, when it comes to Denver Nuggets, unfortunately, and we mentioned the Michael Porter Jr. situation, is listen. Sometimes they have to overpay. And granted, I understand. Listen, Jamal Murray is a nice player. He was the second best player on the championship team, but in realistic situations, if he was on any other team, would he necessarily get this amount of money? No, maybe not. Maybe so. But when you're the Denver Nuggets, you don't really attract a lot of big free agents or people to, to committed to stay there. Look, remember Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown was a key guy, and granted, he said he wanted to come back, but look what happened. So then, like I said, Michael Porter Jr. This man was injured, you know what I mean? They gave him a rookie max, getting like 40-something million a year because, like I said, if you don't want to risk to losing him for nothing. So it's like when it comes to Jamal Murray situation, I'm not surprised. He's the second best player on their team. But $50 million a year for Jamal Murray, dealing with injuries these past, handful of years and look like it's going to be harder for the Denver Nuggets too, to the point of rumor of why Mike Malone wants to ship up Michael Porter Jr. because it's definitely going to be harder to build on this team to, to get back where they was when he won the championship in 2023.
Do you know her?
So to me, I feel like True may have said most of the things that I want to talk about, but really and truly, I think this was probably an overpay. If I just want to make sure what the price, could someone clue me in on how much it is a year, or should I just check myself?
And I didn't write it down.
I do it quick. I do it as an estimate. What he getting is, you know how it is, how they.
He signed. Damn. His last year's 53 mil.
Yeah.
So, but he signed a 36 mil a year. Well, it was not 36. It's 208 million 4 years. So it goes from 36 to 46 to 50 to 53. My issue with this is that there's not much they could do, honestly. Denver is a small market team, firstly. 2, you need to surround Jokic with as much talent as possible. And the reason why they were able to win in their lone championship year was because they were able to surround Jokic with specific good enough players that fit this play style of Jokic. Was able to snag Eric Gordon with a steal, by the way. I think that's one of the steals that no one really speaks about. They literally robbed Eric Gordon from the Magic. They were able to get KCP for cheap as well. Did he not go for like 10 mil when he was on that team? 10, 12 mil?
Something like that.
Yeah, cheap as hell as well. So you got KCP for cheap. You got Aaron Gordon you stole from another team. You managed to swing and hit on MPJ because he fell down in the rookie. It was in the draft class. And well, you also just was able to. I'm pretty sure they didn't even need to spend too much money on Jamal Murray's extension because he wasn't an all-star. He also had some injury concerns, if I remember correctly, earlier in his career. I might be wrong with that. So they were able to pretty much play with what they wanted to do. Now they're starting to understand. And another thing why I understand why they want to get rid of MPJ. You know MPJ's contract extension. It sounds crazy right now, but originally they extended that before the the CBA agreement. Right. So when they did, so when that agreement then gone through, it kind of screwed what the Denver Nuggets were trying to do, because they didn't know originally, oh, we're gonna get all of our assets essentially nuked if we go over the second tax apron for 2 years in a row. That's what threw them off, and that's probably why they want to get rid of MPJ. And I find that so sad because I just think MPJ is probably okay outside of Steph. I think would I be wrong to say he's a top 3 shooter in the league?
You wrong.
Great shooter. He's a great shooter. The point is he's a great shooter. I don't know if we can get to that maybe later date. But he's a great shooter. I mean, the fact that he's shooter. You're a great shooter.
Hell no, he ain't no top 3 shooter in the league.
You wrong.
Okay.
I get your point.
Top 5 shooter. Is he a top 5 shooter?
No. But we can.
He's a great shooter.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, you get what I'm saying though.
Yeah,
for someone who's that elite of shooting, and that's something you do want to keep around Jokic, and he's actually gotten better on the defensive end as a team defender, got better rebounding wise, not just throwing, taking random shots. He's getting better and actually passing within the system as well. To lose that with Jokic, that's gonna be really figuring out. I'm really curious to how they're gonna fit another team, like a new team around Jokic.
Why are you avoiding the truth, man?
What's the truth?
What's the truth?
The Nuggets are one-hit wonders. Man, them niggas ain't gonna win nothing else, man.
Hey,
Jamal.
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. That's right next to it, bro. That's right next. That's right next. I promise.
I'm thinking of it from a perspective of them trying to win. Do I think they're not gonna? They think they're gonna win? No. Especially I'm a Sixers fan. Oh, I pray they don't win. But I'm saying from the aspect, I'm trying to take my hater cap off. I'm trying to think like what they could do to possibly extend their excellence. And right now, this CBA kind of did just put through a monkey wrench into what they wanted to do. Also, I'm not gonna lie, that Jamal Murray contract extension is crazy at the back end as well. But yes, you guys can go on.
So that's why they needed to do it, because they were in a situation where they're officially a second April team now, right? So now they have to go all in on trying to win a championship. Especially, it's not going to be Jokic's time clock now. It's going to be on Jamal Murray's time clock. So at the end of the day, in my opinion, this year they can be competitive with the right set of matchups. They could possibly make some noise. They could definitely make some noise in the playoffs. But that's with extended Jamal Murray. I have no problem with Mike Malone trying to move MPJ, because he is one of those great shooters, like Zeno alluded to. He has gotten better helping on the boards and even showing a little more in drop, supporting more on driving lanes and whatnot. But at the end of the day, if he's not playing the Lakers, he's inconsistent. Let's keep it real.
Can I just highlight this one thing?
Go ahead.
This one quote from the chat. I know this person is trolling. I just find this funny though. Thunder says MPJ is just Duncan Robinson if he had a black dad. Yeah. Also, if he could, couldn't guard, me and you on the court too. But hey,
that's a shame. That's a shame.
He is a liability on the perimeter.
No, that is funny. But he's Herm fix your mic. But Herm, like he's definitely a bad defender. But in my opinion, especially with his contract, you can replace a wing like that, And with the wings they have, wings have in development, like Chris Brown and Watson, they still have guys that can fill in those roles in the future. So I get you saying. So in that regard, they can afford to get rid of him, and with this contract, you can get a quality wing with his contract. You can finesse Jeremy.
You can really prey on Christian Braun's development as a 3-point shooter. Same with
not even that. I'm saying if you're moving MPJ, there's a possibility you can possibly get Jeremy Grant back. There's a possibility you can get Brandon Ingram possibly. Like you can do those things.
You get Brandon Ingram on this team. All right, you know what? I'm not even gonna have this conversation.
No. But then once again, situations matter. So in a championship situation, we don't know how Brandon Ingram is going to cooperate or not cooperate. We just know what he's shown to do in the situation he's been in. But regardless, that's not the point. The point is this: MPJ is very movable because he's a great shooter, because he has length. You can find someone who can supplement that shooting, but give you more on the defensive end. And then going to our next segment, I think the only chance of Denver Nuggets to win is similar to other teams who won in the 2020s. They have to change their style up a little bit.
Elaborate.
Mario gonna introduce segment.
I know. Go ahead, Mar. You can go.
So the next segment about MPJ?
The Nuggets championship window.
I did not see that. My phone.
So yeah, basically with Jamal Murray extending and their rooms going on with MPJ, the question is, what is the Denver Nuggets championship window? Is Herm right? Are they just a one-hit wonder? Speaking of Herm, why you say that one-hit wonder, Herm? Why you think they can't? Why you think they can't adapt, move pieces, and possibly get a chance to win another championship?
The NBA caught up.
Before you say anything, could someone switch me with a study, please? Like my face gets covered by the. Thank you. All right, thank you.
Well, in the end of the day, the NBA has caught up to what they like to do, and they basically a two-man show. And defenses can't adjust to that. They're very predictable. I think Mike Malone got too much credit as well. I don't think he is elite as a coach as people try to portray he has been. I know him in the front office not seeing eye to eye. But the front office has done a terrible job. Force constructed the team by not making certain moves that they should have been making. Because once you win the title, you can't settle. You got to keep going, and they didn't. They didn't improve since then. So they've been kind of stagnant and been stuck. You can't expect Nikola Jokic to constantly carry. And end of the day, once you throw enough bodies at them like Minnesota did, you saw what happened. With Jamal Murray, if he's not scoring 30 plus, they don't have a chance to win as well. At the end of the day, with all the people they had to pay Eric Gordon, they had to pay Jamal Murray, and now you probably got to recoup Michael Porter, which I wouldn't. That put them in a bind, and with the new CBA, put them in the bind as well. But I just think overall they one-hit wonders. I think they really was lucky that they won the championship when they did win it. And I honestly believe they won't come close to winning the championship again. And I believe Nikola Jokic will lead the Nuggets in the next couple of years. I think he will request the trade, and I think him joining with Luka is going to happen very soon.
Who?
I think he's going to pursue that. I think he will pursue
crazy.
that. I think they
There's,
want to pursue
there's
that.
no way he's talking about Jokic,
What the
right?
hell did you say? What the hell did you say?
I say Nikola
Nikola,
Jokic.
Luka, Kyrie, Clay. I'm just playing.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know about that though, Herm. But going back
Wait,
to
I just want to make sure he's talking about Jokic, right?
I
Yeah.
think he will lead Denver in the next couple of years.
I don't
Man,
know
go
about
ahead. Chew, go ahead, man. Chew, go ahead.
that. But my whole. But I will say this: like their championship window is slowly like it's basically almost shut. I mean, because you have to understand this too. Going back to Herm saying that Jamal have to average 30 points in the playoffs, basically, them to even win. And then, like, mind you gotta keep paying these people, guys in the team. So you, like I said, the cap going up. Man, you can't. It's gonna be hard to put other guys and add guys around this Denver Nuggets team. And also too, like the Michael Porter Jr. is listen. They got only 4 first round draft picks. Like, till they only got 4 picks from 2031. So they don't have a first round next year. They don't have a second round next year. So I'm gonna girl you. They did the 4 total picks they have since 2031. 2026 first round, 2028 first round, 2030 first round, and 2031 first round. This team is cooked because even with the Michael Porter Jr. thing, you're talking about trading. Like you had, like, listen, Michael Porter Jr. is a fine player. He can go crack a rotation at any championship level team, but he is overpriced because going back to what I said earlier, when you're a small market, you have to do that. I'm not mad at them paying him because listen, you won't walk. He can go for nothing. He can go to another Western Conference team, and they will team will pay him. And he can, you know what I mean. You know how things go. So I'm not mad at why they paid him the money. I'm
That's
not
not
mad
even
at
the main. That's not even the only
the
reason
rookie
as
max.
well.
I remember that he had the rookie max. It was like he was hurt, barely played. I mean, granted, he helped him win a championship, but now going forward, now it's like he making 35 to 40 million now. Like, listen, you got to package that with first round draft picks. So are you risking only? Like I said, they only got 4 picks in total since 2031.
Yeah,
They
35
in like
million this year. Jesus.
they don't have that. They don't have no second rounds.
And that's
So
not
if
a
you
that's not really a big deal.
Yeah, they
especially
did package the second rounds for Eric Gordon, right? Let me check. Yeah.
I think so, or
Yeah,
other moves
but
too. I
nah,
think. I mean,
they didn't. It's not a big deal, true, because like the contending
only 4
teams,
picks in 2020 31
because
is a
No,
that's
Aaron
you
Gordon, my
notice.
fault,
No,
guys.
no, you notice that Pacific year, true. That's how long Joker's pretty much around, right? So when you have that type of franchise player that can win, no matter what piece you put around it, we have a chance to win the championship. Not really worrying about draft picks, and on top of that too. I keep reminding of the young guys they have on this team. Yes, they not as developed. That's why we're not talking about their depth like that as a team. But these dudes do have potential. The Christian Barnes, the Watson, even what's my brother's name? I just saw his
He
name.
had no sense.
Deron Holmes, like he tore his Achilles. Like these dudes have potential. Like within this window of their time, not having draft picks, they can still compete. But I do think, but it just depends on. I do think they got to trade MPJ. I don't think they win without trading MPJ. And it just depends on who they get back for MPJ.
The
Because
NBA has talked
people
together.
forget Jamal Murray's young as hell. I
The
think Jamal Murray
NBA,
what 26,
yeah,
27?
but he's injury prone though. He's injury prone.
He is injury prone. But
And
Joker's not.
the NBA has adjusted to what they like to do. They are prepared now. They can't catch people off guard. They know what they like to do. Is Jokic still great enough to get his numbers? That's true. Is Jamal Murray great enough to have big games? That's true. But them two cannot do it by themselves, man. They are not as deep and they are not as good as they were in the past. End of the day, they didn't improve since they won that title. And they gotten worse year by year. Christian Braun is in the starting lineup. Man, that's bad. That's bad for Denver that you got him starting.
I mean, and that being said too, like I understand that draft picks when you're a certain level may not matter per se, but when you don't have an opportunity to use draft picks to trade or at least develop a fine. Listen, they got Jokic in the second round. Let's not forget. So second rounds are important to a certain degree, especially nowadays where like they're more, because of the cap restriction and things of that nature. So like, I mean, regardless of how good you is as a team, only having 4 draft picks for 2031 is not an ideal situation. It is not ideal. And like, because like I said, you do trade Michael Porter Jr. and you have to use 2 first rounds, let's say, you better make sure you better make a home run because, like, I mean, it is not looking good. And granted, the Nuggets going to compete. They're going to be one of the best teams in the league, of course. Nobody going to deny that. But you look at a team they just lost to the Timberwolves, right? The Timberwolves got better. They got some pieces where they improved things that nature. The Nuggets, they may have got worse.
Okay,
We'll see.
better.
I think they're the same level. But that's a problem because everybody else in the West got got better. So I think they're the same level. But in order for them to win the championship, they gotta adjust their style a bit. And do that, when you trade MPJ, you gotta get a two-way wing. You gotta get another two-way wing, and they have two-way wings out there.
But
When you have but that's the thing. Like Herm, like when Joker and Jamal Murray are this young, you can have a year or two to get that back right to get to that level. That will having young guys, a young core do you. It gives you more opportunity to adjust things to get back to your glory days. So yeah,
they caught the NBA is caught up though, Sturdy. It's not like
I just said that, Herm. I just said that. I just said like the West got better, but like they remain on the same level. I do think they're gonna be more defensive oriented. I do think they're gonna be more athletic, and I know people keep downplaying Russ, but Russ as a backup PG, he's gonna always push your pace. He's gonna always give you easy buckets in transition and help your team rebound. So they're still gonna compete, but like the problem is the West got way better. Like every team that they went, like the OKC got better, Mavs got better, the Wolves got better. Like all those teams got better, and the Grizzlies coming back.
But Sturdy, they don't have the perimeter defense, man.
Nah, Christian, like Eric Gordon, Peyton Watson, and Christian Braun. No, that's 3.
Nah, I mean it's on the one.
And Westbrook, if he's disciplined, I'm not gonna cap Westbrook as a defender, not that bad in the playoffs on the Clippers. No one talk about it. He ain't that bad. It's just the scoring. The scoring been trash, but the defense haven't been bad.
I mean, that was his like that was his thing. After he started slowing down as a scorer, as a jump shooter, and everything, especially when he went to the Clippers, the thing that people started heralding him on was his defense and how he hustled. And remember was it the Sun series? How he was able to hold, even though he shot 3 for 19, he was locking up everybody, and like that's what people was talking about. That's what he's been doing now. It's more defense and playmaking.
But we gotta be real, man. End of the day, with the turmoil that Mike Malone and the front office is having in Denver right now, Mike Malone could get fired any minute here. So we don't even know he's.
If they fired Mike Malone,
man, that's how bad the relationship is. Cause Mike Malone wanted certain things done that Denver didn't do. So end of the day, you got that going on. I think they got so many different factors. I think that championship window has closed. I think it's over with for the Denver Nuggets. They one-hit wonders. Hey, just like the Milwaukee Bucks, one-hit wonders. And it is what it is, man. Sometimes it's like that, man. Some people not gonna have dynasties. Some people can't win multiple championships.
Hey, Herm, or the Boston Celtics Are the Boston Celtics one hit wonders?
I think Boston got a team that could go back. And they can at least keep competing because you got to think about it. Those Sturdy, the reason I ain't gonna say they one hit wonders. They've been in over 5 conference finals within the last 6-7 years. You can't ignore that. So I think Boston gonna still be there and still compete. I can't say that about the Denver Nuggets. They ain't had a stretch. They ain't had a stretch like that right now. Then you gotta look
Yeah,
at the
Marvin. I
Milwaukee
don't
Bucks.
know. I don't know
Milwaukee
who that
Bucks.
dude next to you,
No,
Marvin.
no,
I don't
no,
know who that dude next to you.
no,
That ain't her.
He being honest. He being
That
honest.
ain't her.
But
Exactly true. That ain't her. What
no,
her
no,
you know
the
like that?
Milwaukee
What are you
Bucks.
talking about?
That's
Hey, but the
crazy.
Milwaukee Bucks, guess what though, Sturdy? Ever since the Milwaukee Bucks won the title, they ain't been past the second round since they won the title. End of the day, at least with Boston, you could say either they Eastern Conference Finals, they at least gonna make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. They at least gonna do that.
Yeah,
I can't
this
say that
definitely ain't
about the
her.
Nuggets. I can't say
Herm
that
never
Nuggets
gave the
gonna
Celtics credit
constantly
for going to the
get
conference
there.
finals ever. He never did that shit. Ever.
Now I'm not celebrating. I'm just saying when you make
He
it
is on
that
the Bucks
far.
though and Nuggets though. Same time though.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, when you make at least make it that far, Sturdy, you have a shot at competing for a title. They ain't even came close. Neither one of them teams came close ever since they won their titles. I mean, even though granted for Denver it ain't been that long, but they still been mediocre. Milwaukee Bucks don't have an identity anymore. And today they one hit wonders. We gotta accept the fact, man. We gotta accept it.
And to
Well,
that point, to my fault, and to
no, go ahead, because
the
I was gonna change this. Go ahead.
yeah, my fault. Because and the reason why I heard him saying that too, because like the player movements and like Aaron Gordon gonna be like not this year, but next year he has a player option. They may lose him after this season, and he will be a viable piece. And he's only 28 years old. So, then are you going to overpay Aaron Gordon and give him because he's getting like $100 million. He's getting that $100 million. Or you gonna have him walk and have another team. You get what I'm saying? They are not in a great situation. They're
Yeah,
going to
they're in such
compete.
a bad situation.
Like I'm just saying, my fault.
No, you
Yeah, they're in
don't.
a win now. They're in a win now situation. That's how I see it. But go
That's
ahead, Marvin.
that's that's my issue with what you said earlier. A study when you said something along the lines of let's say it was called trading away MPJ and you having Payne Watson and Christian Braun becoming what's called developing them because development doesn't take 1-2 seasons. It takes 4-5. And if you're gonna wait another 2-3 years while Jokic is in his prime, um like you're literally wasting 2-3 years from him because at this point, I guess we all understand that Payne Watson is not Payne Watson. Christian Braun is starting at the 2 this season, right? So you have him. He's going to be starting at the 2. So you now just lost the floor spacer. You're most likely going to be getting rid of your best shooter by far and replacing him with the 3-and-D. So the shooting and the respect that players had to give for him is now going to be even like a little bit less. They're going to be more likely to double Jokic and Jamal Murray on the ball. Because MPJ is just he's to me he's what Klay Thompson thinks he is now. MPJ is that great as a shooter in my opinion, but. So you're just gonna be losing those, and those are like that's essentially what they've been running. They've been running the Jokic and Jamal Murray pick and roll or inverted pick and roll, and then causing havoc in the middle and spraying out to shooters. But if the shooters are not going to be as elite as they once was, okay, I guess it's going to rely a lot more on Jokic post ups, which makes sense. But I don't know.
Yeah. Crazy people in the chat trying to talk about the Lakers. We're talking about the Denver Nuggets, but anyway.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Hey, I've heard about this one thing, but people be saying Laker cartel might not be wrong, bruh.
Yeah.
Might not be wrong.
But switching over to the women's basketball side of things, first want to point out great game currently on right now, WNBA game.
You're watching
Las
it.
Vegas. I'm like, I had to put it on my phone.
Me too.
Las Vegas Aces versus the Indiana Fever. Obviously, MVP versus Rookie of the Year. So yeah, I like my.
You're watching it. You're cooking.
Yeah, I watch it on my phone. My sister, my parents in the living room screaming, and I can legit hear them. But anyways, moving on to this side of things. This past week, it was announced that Angel Reese announced, made an Instagram post about her season ending short due to a injury that she
Feels a wrist.
got. Yeah, that she
Hairline
got.
fracture.
She got. Oh, that is a beautiful picture. Yes. That she got on. It was the last couple of games of the season against the LA Sparks. I cannot remember exactly which day, but I do remember videos circulating of her holding her wrist in the game and the initial fall. I think that resulted in the wrist injury in that game, and then she came out with the announcement obviously afterwards. A lot of people didn't think too much of it, so it was a surprise and a shock when she did make this announcement on Instagram. However, Angel Reese has nothing left to prove. She's had a phenomenal rookie season. She's been able to break countless amounts of records in this season, her rookie year, without having to even complete the whole season.
Oh, she did break the record.
Yeah. Oh, she also underwent successful surgery on yesterday regarding her wrist, which is what that picture was from. But anyways, what grade would you give Angel Reese's rookie season? I'm gonna go last, but y'all go first.
I'm
I want to go second to last.
A plus 100%, 110%. This is one of the greatest rookie years of all time, top 10 in WNBA history. Yes, Angel, listen,
We got
when it comes to, listen, it's up there. In my opinion, you asked me for the grade. You asked me for the grade. I didn't say it was number 1. I didn't say it was top 5. I didn't say it was even top 7 or top 8. You know what I mean? That's a hint. Oh, where you out? You know where you got, but still, Angel Reese. When it comes to rebounding, listen. Listen. I said this before. And I say it again. Maybe premature or not. This is the greatest female rebounder I ever seen in my life. She has that where she can do rebounding basketball, offensively and defensively, getting boards, tracking, boxing out is a very, very underrated skill set or underappreciated skill set that she has, man. So listen, like I said, I thought Angel Reese had a rookie of the year type of season. So listen, she had a phenomenal rookie year. Listen, people doubted her because of her lack of offensive game. But hey, she came in and handled business and did what she had to do. And to the point where Chicago Sky was helped them be competitive. And they were like they 8th seed right now, or I don't know, maybe a drop.
They're the
double check,
AFC.
but
They're still the AFC.
yeah, but because of her, people thought Chicago Sky was going to be another bad team. She come in and she wasn't even supposed to be the best rookie. It was supposed to be Camila Cardoso. She got hurt, whatever. Angel came in and stepped up and did what she had to do, and now breaking records. And listen, podcasts, all the hate she receiving, and hate mail and hate messages. She going through all that and performing on that basketball court and keeping on improving, breaking records, double machine. Um, hey, help that All-Star team beat that Women USA team and also we ain't forget. Angel was part of that team. We ain't forget. You know what I mean? So shout out to Angel Reese. Hopefully she can get better from coming out from her injury and do better next season.
Harmay 30, Zeno.
I guess I'll go ahead and get mine out the way. Angel Reese, man, you get an A. You did a phenomenal job. The Chicago Sky exceeded expectations.
You might need to move a little bit closer
Yeah,
to your mic.
your mic muffled.
Your
Your
mic
mic muffled.
My guy.
My mic muffled. Y'all hear me better?
It's still muffled, but you
Yes,
sound
Get a little bit closer.
Oh shoot. But
Yeah, now it sounds better.
you good.
yeah,
You good
yeah.
now?
But
Yeah, good.
end of the day, the Sky exceeded expectations. She was the main vocal reason for that. What she did on the boards, what she did defensively. She brought that intensity. One thing about the Chicago Sky, They played hard each and every night, and that is due to her raw energy, due to her giving it her all night in and night out. She was special. She broke records just as well as Kayla. People like to say Kayla Clark broke records. She broke records too, breaking double records, breaking rebound records. What she was doing is just as special as Caitlin Clark, and she did it with a lesser talented team with no type of guard play. So she had to get it out the mud. She didn't have any guards that could get her the ball and put her in spots to get easy buckets. She had to actually grind to get everything she got. At the end of the day, it's sky's the limit for that Chicago Sky roster once they get that guard play and perimeter play in tech. But Angel Reese get a solid A. She did a great job. She's a special talent. She has a great motor. All she got to do now is just add that jump, and I think she could. I think she will add that mid-range jumper. I think she will add that to her game. I think she will have better touch as well. This sky's the limit, man. So she get a solid A.
Okay,
Damn.
Zeno, he's 30. A solid A. We got another A, 2 A's.
Yeah, the thing is, when he said A plus, True said A plus, I got surprised. Mainly reason why is like A plus to me means like you're at the cream of the crop, like you're the top. Unless you're one of those people that say S is like the actual top, fair enough. But A plus is like the cream of the crop, like the actual top 10 players, in my opinion. That's how strict I kind of am with that stuff. So for me, I would give it a top of A, but I wouldn't say A plus. I Everyone who's gone ahead of me have already spoke about it. The greatness of her rebounding, how much old school records she's broken. Like, by the way, one of the things people don't really talk about, but they do talk about, but I think they talk about to a less extent. She's a versatile defender as well. She's a really good defender as well. So I think that when you bring those two together, her historic rebounding, really good defender, can switch as well. I think it's an a top of the A. When it comes, Jesus, at top of the A when it comes to grading her.
Okay.
Hi.
So we got 2 A pluses. I guess a regular A or A minus.
A, top A.
Got it. A's 30. Okay, that was my turn.
There you
Your
go.
assessment of Angel Reese's game. I probably got her at the lowest.
Wait, I'm not gonna lie. I thought y'all was wearing the same hoodie. My bad.
That's crazy.
I'm going to give her a B plus. I'm surprised that I'm probably the lowest grade that she's getting, but I'm going to give her a B plus. Obviously, it's a long list, a thick page probably of records that Angel Reese was able to break, and as mentioned before, she exceeded expectations. Even when Angel Reese said that did declare for the draft, I was shocked. Because I felt like that she wasn't ready. I didn't think that she would do what she has done so far her rookie year. She wasn't expected to be the best rookie on her team. She wasn't expected to be the best player on her team. And she ended up being obviously both of those this season in the games that she did play. The only reason I'm not going to give her A is because of just her offensive game. We saw peaks of it in specific games, but it wasn't something that I feel like consistently got better throughout the season. That's just in my opinion.
It actually got worse.
Yeah, just very, very streaky offensively. It was just, like I said, she just had certain games. She would have like 1 to 2 games in the month where she would just have a great game offensively and actually be efficient enough. So that is the only reason I'm giving her a B plus, because of those 2 things. I can't give her A. A is damn near perfect. Like with Caitlin Clark, I would give her A. She increased defensively and was a threat, obviously, offensively.
So wait, Okay, so is your A plus literally like top 3 or like rookie season of all time? Like, how strict are you with
No,
A
I'm
plus?
just judging off of that player and that season as a
Man,
rookie.
you a hater. You a
If that
hater,
makes
man.
sense.
Oh no, okay. The reason I was asking that is because I was thinking was you was grading it off of like the field, essentially, of all rookies that you've seen
No,
and
I
seen.
was
Okay,
just judging her for her. That's just how I was doing, just judging them.
outdoors.
Yeah, but I do think everybody in the top 10 had an A plus rookie season.
Okay, okay. That's what I was curious
Yeah,
about.
I agree with that.
I
But
mean,
hey, Sparty, are you gonna
say,
say?
what do you think?
Sorry,
Jessica
go ahead.
F.
Go ahead, Shrew.
No. So my grade, I give Angel Reese A minus B plus. One of those two. I think from expectations, we knew she was a great rebounder coming in, but we didn't know to this degree. Like I do agree with you. She does have the potential to be the greatest rebounder in WNBA history when it's all said and done. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, getting an offensive rebound is a skill. Getting your own misses is a skill. And despite that, I don't care what anybody say. Averaging 13 rebounds for a season, averaging 18 rebounds after the All-Star break, essentially, is impressive in any league. I don't care what anybody say.
That's
So in that regards, the most underrated aspect for me was her defense. I knew she was a good defender, but like not to this degree. She was great at establishing positions. She had a little more active hands than usual, and on top of that, she actually gave more effort in transition as well. I think Angel Reese has a bright future, but like the others have said before, I'm not giving her a solid A or A plus just yet because she still have major gaps in her game, which is fine. She's a rookie, but those gaps is the mid range is and also the finishing too. But that regards, that's the beauty of a high potential, high great season, and I give her A minus B plus.
Very fair.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's everybody has given their assessments on a rookie of the year candidate. Now we're gonna actually talk about other people's rookie seasons. So we're gonna be ranking our top 10 WNBA rookie seasons. Low key, I want to start off with Shrew's list because he did mention Angel Reese's
No, well,
being, or
Can
how
we
do
talk
you?
well,
about how
Mario,
animated Mario became when
Mario,
she said top 10?
let's do this real quick. Let's do this real quick because this is our first crossover list as a collective. I took everyone's top 10 and we did a point system and we put it all together and then this is what the order became. So I'm going to show you guys the order and then we're going to give our reactions and how they compare to your list. And based off our overall tallies, y'all tell me who was too high, who was too low. All right. Also, leave a like in the comment and chat, bro. Let us know what grade would y'all give Angel Reese, and after seeing our list, what would y'all rank? Who would y'all be your top 5 or your top 10 rookie seasons all time, and where would Caitlin Clark rank amongst the pantheons on this list? Let's get right to it. It's off the way. Now, at number 10, we had Mrs. Augustus. At number 9, Sue Bird. Number 8, Diana Taurasi. Number 7, Caitlin Clark. Number 6, Alila De La Don. Number 5, Brianna Stewart. Number 4, Tamika Catchings. Number 3, Aja Wilson. Number 2, Maya Moore. And number 1, I'm surprised, like, it's kind of no brainer. Candace Parker. This is the crossover's first collective top 10 WNBA rookie seasons of all time. What do y'all think of the list, man? What do y'all think of the list? And who's too high, who's too low?
Sturdy, man, this was disingenuous. Cynthia Cooper should be on the list, and Cheryl Swoops. They both had better rookie years than Maya Moore. Uh, I think we left a few off that should have been on there. Honestly, I would take Simone Augustus off and I would most definitely take Caitlin Clark off.
That's crazy.
Okay,
That's
I wouldn't.
crazy.
I personally don't think. I think Caitlin Clark could be like 9-10. That's fine. I'm surprised she's 7. That's what threw me off.
Yeah, I listen. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like, y'all forget that. Like, she ain't listen.
So,
Like,
so just a little more context. Caitlin Clark, Dinosaur Rossi, and Sue Bird, they were tied. They were tied in terms of total amount of points, accumulated on points. So that's the only numbers that's interchangeable. But everybody else, they pretty much do a decimal. Cheryl Swoops, she only missed the list by 1 point.
I think the crazy part is this is the exact list I said. Everybody is in the, I want to say, in the exact order.
You ain't wrong. Literally 1 to 10.
My list is exactly this, 1 through 10. This is what I'm saying. I am goated at this stuff. I put the, come on, stop.
Everybody need to be top.
Talk your shit.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Everybody thought like me.
I'm gonna spoil the party in a minute.
Caitlin Clark should not be hired. No, I'm not okay, Cheryl Swoops could have been counted because I want to say Cheryl Swoops was technically drafted. I did not put people on my list that did not get drafted. Unfortunately, Cynthia Cooper did not get drafted. She just joined the team because she could, obviously, and the league was obviously looking for players, okay? So I did not add Cynthia Cooper. If she was added, she would probably be 1 or 2, close, obviously, with Candace Parker. But that was the exact list that I had. Angel Reese, as much as I love her, as much impact that she's had in her rookie season, she was not a top 10 player up here. She did not have a top 10 rookie seasons. Yeah, Simone Augustus should definitely be up there. She literally.
Man, I hate to break some breaking news though.
What's the breaking news?
Cheryl Swoops wasn't drafted either though.
Oh, she wasn't. I didn't know
that.
I didn't have her either. So
that's what I'm saying though. I think end of the day we gotta be mindful. The league did start in '97, so nobody that played their first year in '97 was technically drafted, but it's still technically their rookie year at the same time. And that's why what Cynthia Cooper did, averaging 22 out the gate, dominating, winning Finals MVP, regular season MVP, won the scoring title the first year of the WNBA. I mean, that's better than anybody first year ever in the WNBA. So, I mean, she should be clear.
We got some players up here that won chips and finished second in MVP voting.
They didn't get Finals MVP and regular season MVP like Cynthia Cooper.
Okay. Sure.
That's the but shout out to Renegade from In the Zone. He says, "True, say something." I'm gonna say something, man. Della Don need to be like top 5, man. I don't know. Was she top 5? Beyond Stewart should not be no dang Della Don. Put respect on Della
I did
Don.
want to say this. You also didn't. Never mind.
Go ahead.
I'm putting Della Don over Asia Wilson. I'm putting
No. You're not putting her above GOAT. No. Calm down.
She's top 3. Hey, Delaware's on. Hold on. Let's put the context to it. Delaware's on. Della Don, man. Shout out to the Blue Hens on the bill. Shout out to Blue Hens. You know what I mean? Listen, man. If y'all didn't know anything about Della Don, it was a big thing about her coming into the WNBA was the fact that her criticism was that she didn't play in a power conference in college. So people thought that she couldn't be able to translate into the WNBA. Well, she went to the WNBA her rookie year and dominated all WNBA second team her rookie year, man. Put some respect on man. Listen, they look at all respect to Angel Reese, but she gotta see that work. She gotta see.
You mean Asia? Well, you mean Asia?
And her too. Asia's my GOAT, but I need to see that. I need to see that more of a. I mean, listen, Della Don, I think she gets slept on because she be taking breaks. In my opinion, she be taking breaks. She's one of the coldest WNBA players of all time, and she's a top 3. In my opinion, she's a top 3 rookie all time.
Where Lisa Leslie at, man? She should be on her too.
Where she belong?
She belong in there.
Everybody up here.
I can't get mad.
The top.
She better than Sue Bird and Simone Augustus.
The top
I
five.
can guarantee you that
I
right
don't
there.
know. I don't know about Simone
Top
Best.
five is
Rookie
solidified.
year?
That top five solidified. After the five,
No, the top five ain't solidified now.
Beyonce Stewart over Deladon?
Brianna Stewart, yeah.
What? Come on, man.
Was she the first only rookie to make all WNBA second team and all WNBA defensive team?
I mean, Cheryl Swoops did that too.
Cheryl did not do it. Cheryl did not do
all
it.
defense, and she came in mid-season. And she came in mid-season after delivering the baby. You forget about that too.
Defensive teams were not a thing in the early 2000s for the WNBA.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
I'm trying to read those shit.
Pull up ChatGPT.
Please. If I'm wrong, please correct me.
No, it was 2005. You right, because it's
Thank you.
2005.
Exactly. Brianna was the first player because I did my research, and Tamika Catchings was another player. She would have been the first. I don't even know why we're not talking about Tamika, because Tamika got a top 3 rookie season. No, she got a top 5, obviously. But Tamika is another person. If the defensive player of the year did exist, she would have made it too. All defensive first team and all WNBA.
Yeah, Beyonce Stewart definitely did.
She finished second. I'm gonna say she finished second in MVP.
And she won a gold medal. Guys, she won a gold medal that year too. That's crazy. She won a gold medal that year.
Shout out to
2016. And
notice how
Candace Parker.
Yeah, Candace. Like now, I think all we can agree is Candace Parker's hands down the greatest rookie of all time, right? I think
no debate. No debate. I ain't arguing that.
I'm arguing.
I am more since let me joke.
What you mean? How you can argue that?
Because Cynthia Cooper.
Man, I don't care about no Cynthia. Man,
because her team won, nigga.
Candace Parker.
No,
her team won.
It ain't because her team won, nigga. Her rookie year, nigga.
I am more since
title, Finals MVP, regular season MVP. What the hell are you talking about?
What do you think Candace Parker got?
She ain't getting no Finals MVP.
I just said her team won, Herb. That's what I just said. You can't get a Finals MVP unless your team won.
It don't matter.
That does matter. That. You and I both know Cheryl Swoops. That used to rock with a stacked team. Don't do that.
Cheryl Swoops didn't
they ran off
mid-year. Cheryl Swoops didn't
they don't. That's how stacked that team was.
That's
how stacked that team was.
And they still
Cynthia Cooper would not have better than Candace Parker.
The comments were stacked.
And Candace Parker had Lisa Leslie. So what that mean?
Bro,
she came into a
bro, that's a fact. Bro, let's hold on. All right, true. Leslie's still doing her thing, but that's not the point. The point is, bro, like I'm not gonna give her the edge because her team won. How's it not unanimous? Candace Parker don't have the best rookie season in WNBA history. How's that not?
You need to look up Cynthia Cooper resume. That rookie
I know who Cynthia Cooper is.
We talking about one season.
You can't know.
Season. I don't care about.
You can't know.
She made my list. Like what you talking about?
Yeah, but you can't know. To say Candace Parker rookie year was better than Cynthia Cooper's rookie year, you can't know.
Wow.
Man, y'all don't know what the hell y'all talking about. No offense.
Her rookie year, she made first team. She made first team All NBA her rookie year. She was one of the best defenders in the league. She probably should have made defensive team her rookie year, whatever. But you know how that go. She's one of the best defenders in the league, Candace Parker. One of the best players in the league. Like she was arguably the best player in the league.
Imagine somebody that's Cynthia Cooper that been on the couch for years. You missed all your prime. You missed your whole prime. You came into the rookie year at 34 years old, being the best damn player in the league, hands down. Winning the scoring title, average of 22. Winning the regular season MVP. Then coming around winning the finals MVP and made the first team and all this stuff you talking about Candace Parker too. So who has the better rookie year? Because you bringing up accolades. Cynthia Cooper had just as many, had more accolades.
But you talking about in totality or?
No, I'm talking about that rookie year, 97. Cynthia Cooper had more accolades than Candace Parker.
Okay. Look, Candace got the best. She won MVP. It also depends. And you already know, it depends on how you view a rookie season. Like I said, I'm not counting people who didn't get drafted. You didn't get drafted. You didn't get counted.
But you counted Cheryl Swoops early.
Yeah, and I did. And once you clear, and Cheryl did not make my list because I also said that the exact list that we got on that A30 made that came out was the exact list I had. I didn't have Cheryl Swoops in my list.
But you was counting. You was counting.
I didn't know. At that moment, I thought she had got drafted. But once you told me she did it, she's off. But she never made my list to begin with anyway. All those women I had got drafted and went stupid they rookie season.
And nobody went stupider than Cynthia Cooper.
But Candace Parker.
Candace Parker not even close to what Cynthia Cooper did. That's the point.
That's the only thing she got on her is the
Now she got more than that on her.
That season is the only thing she got
better
on
score.
her.
She averaged over 20 points a game. What Candace Parker averaged? 18.
18.
How many Cynthia Cooper averaged 22. As a small player.
Keep going.
In her 30s. In her mid-30s.
The
WNBA in the mid-30s was the best player in the league.
I don't think that they count that first season with Cooper anyways as a rookie.
You don't count because that's just you.
Now, when I was doing research, they claimed that Simone Augustus got the highest points per game for a rookie. But here we go. True to Kings, Goofy take.
I need to read that 34. Damn. Sorry, my bad, Karen.
True to Kings, Goofy take of the week. Take it over, True.
Hey man, we're back again. Another week of True Goofy take of the week. And listen, man, this is crazy, man. Because right here, man, it's like it's another. This person always say some goofy issue. It's not really surprising. Hall of Fame basketball player, one of the greatest of all time. Some people may call him. I heard people say he's the best center of all time. It's Cap, but I mean, granted, if you only saw Shaq in his era, whatever case may be, most dominant in the modern era, whatever case may be. But he said some interesting take. He was with his son on Complex, and he got asked the question about who the worst player of all time. I'm about to play the video now.
No, because Wolt NBA player.
Rudy Gobert.
Oh my God! I knew he was going to say Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert.
He's worse than Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons is another bum. No, because you know why?
I'm sorry to Rudy Gobert and Ben Simmons.
Because I'm gonna tell you what. If you sign a contract for $250, show me $250. It's the reason why I walk funny and why I can't turn my neck and why I can't do it because I played for my 120. So you got guys like him that the system over, they're making all this money and they can't play. So I don't respect guys like that. Right? Like, every time I make these comments, people think I'm hating, but these are facts. You got teachers, you got firemen, you got doctors who have real jobs and don't get paid shit.
Wolt.
Yeah, I have a big issue with that. I have a big issue with that.
Can I speak on it?
I'm not gonna lie. You want to see it again? Let me see.
No. So can I speak on that?
Oh yeah. Hold on, I got you. I just want to say this real quick, right? And I have a real big issue with that. And I think everybody criticized Rudy Gobert's defensive limitations at times and things the case may be or whatever. Even I have the case may be, even though it's not all his fault. I think even because specifically last year he wasn't used correctly, defensively, against the Mavericks to be put in bad situations.
I agree with you.
Listen, and I know what people are going to say. Listen, bro, it's not only like a few big men in the league that can switch and guard perimeter guys. So, like, why are we killing Rudy Gobert for? Let's get that out the way. One,
there's like 3.
And you sit here and say Rudy Gobert the worst player of all time. We all know that's a lie. That's this cap. We don't gotta go any further than that. But when you sit here and question why he getting paid money for something that he does in the game better than you ever did in life, Shaq, in the game of basketball, like let's cut it out. Shaq, you was a great defender at your time too when you wanted to play defense, but Rudy Gobert got you beat in that aspect of the game of basketball. So saying that he didn't deserve his money, and first of all, listen, all that pocket watching. Listen, every player sacrifice and put their body on the line. I mean, this man. I mean, funny enough, Dream would choke Rudy Gobert out, so it ain't like he put his body on the line or things of that nature. Like it's corny, is lame that we're gonna sit here and pocket watch, and you're one of the richest basketball players of all time. You one of the greatest basketball of all time, but you're gonna sit up here and disrespect another man because how you didn't like how he plays or perform or certain things can be and say, well, he didn't deserve his money because well, I walk funny. Well, no, you walk funny because you fat piece of shit was out of shape at times and refuse to get it. So that's one reason why you walk
Yeah,
funny because
hey,
a lot of times your career, no, we go if we want because like I said, I have a problem with all the pocket watching and all the hate. Is like, bro, for what? If you're a real OG of the game, if you say you claim to be, why you don't try to mentor Rudy Gobert to get better or do things as the case may be? You don't do that. The man, listen, Rudy, it's not like Rudy Gobert to the context. He's from, I don't know exactly his whole background, but it's not a lot of guys that came out of France and had the level he had. So saying that you don't respect that as a player from where he did some things that he expired guys that coming after him from where he's from, you know what I mean? Because like I said, France is more of a soccer, like more of a soccer, you know what I mean, country, a football country per se. Now it's grown and become the basketball because of guys like Rudy Gobert. Believe it or not, yeah, we got the Tony Parkers, but listen, Victor Wembanyama, I remember old videos and talk about Rudy Gobert as a, you know what I mean, them together working out, wherever the case may be. So separate and hating on a guy that's getting paid for something that he does better than you ever did on the court, and then it's like talking about sacrificing them on your body. It's terrible and saying he's the worst player on the court, and then comparing it about doctors and things of that nature. Where when it comes to how you approach the game, Shaq, you legit was out of shape at times, a lot of times in your career, and which and like come on, stop it. And then, you was at one in his own words at one point he was ring chasing, being fat, out of shape, and ring chasing. Like come on, man, like it's that's ridiculous. The pocket watching, the over the just the hate because you ain't really he ain't really criticizing because like you ain't really helping him out or giving any tips or pointers on how to get better. So like, what's the point with all uh this weird energy you have against Rudy Gobert?
I think I think you I agree and disagree with you. Firstly, one, I understand where Shaq is coming from. Also, attacking Shaq for having all these mobility problems because he's fat is crazy. Firstly, the actual main reason is because he was in the league for like 17, 18 years. That's actually the reason, not necessarily him being fat. And we all understand when you play a heavy, like a sport that requires a lot of mobility, that is going to wear and tear on your legs um, later on down the line. Like, for example, you see, is Michael Jordan Shaq? No, but Michael Jordan also has the same like stiffness in his legs and move. You can see like he's not moving the same way like he used to. It's the same way with a lot of these older players when they come out of the league. It has nothing to do. Well, it has something to do with the amount of weight he had on. I'm not going to deny that, but it's also the amount of time he's in the league for. So I hate that I dislike the fact that you specified, oh, because he was fat and overweight, because that's part of it, but that's not the main issue of why he ended up like that, firstly. And secondly, I do agree that pocket watching in the league is getting out of hand. Like, this pocket watching is crazy. And calling Rudy Gobert overrated or the worst player of all time was out of pocket too. One thing I do have to say though, the Ben Simmons thing, I also think was a bit overblown as well from him. But I get it from what he's speaking about. He's speaking about this is something that he's spoken about since the CBA. So I can't really hate on him. He's been consistent. He said, we've been what's called us basketball players, when we get the money, we've been becoming more arrogant and more this, and this. And now the owners are trying to key us in and stop us from being able to do this, this, and this. Why he was speaking about that? He was speaking about it because Ben Simmons sat out for a majority of the year. Because certain players sat out when their money wasn't right. That's what he was speaking about back then. And he's just being 100 and keeping it consistent in that clip. So that's why I can't hate on him for that. So to TLDR, I agree with you at some points, like I already said, and sometimes I just disagree with you simply because you went too far in certain things, in my opinion.
I'm like home go. I'll go last.
Okay. I think
You need to come closer.
you know, Shaq is Shaq, y'all. Shaq will always diss players. Look, he dissed JaVale McGee. Shaq been doing that
He
his
hates
whole
fakes
career.
too. Yeah,
He's been doing that his whole time since he been in the spotlight. So I'm not surprised by it. Pocket watcher thing. I don't think he's pocket watching, but he's speaking upon of how guys like a Ben Simmons, guys that getting paid that much money that's not playing, that will affect the players down the line because owners now go put stipulations in your contracts. You're going to start seeing more stipulation in contracts because of things like that. Because at the end of the day, when you getting paid that much money, you do owe a service to be out on the court. You do owe a service to give it all you got because at the end of the day, you got a fan base. You got these fans putting money, buying merchandise, buying these tickets to come to the games, buying these NBA passes and all that just to watch you play. And by you not getting out there, you cheating the fan base and you cheating your teammates. And you basically just stealing money. So I don't knock him for that. I think that's the standpoint they coming from because they killed themselves for the millions that they got. So they looking at it like if we killed ourselves for it, gave it all, and we gave the fans what they wanted, why y'all can't do it? You know, these cats feel entitled. So he's speaking from that standpoint for his cats feeling entitled and not really earning their contracts. There's nothing wrong with saying nobody's not earning their contracts. There's nothing wrong with calling somebody out. Ben Simmons deserved to get called out. What he been doing for the last 3 years, it's just sad. He ought to be ashamed of his damn self, to be honest. And he's despicable. He
to be
might
fair,
be
he
the
has a
reason
back
he
what's called a back injury.
retire. If you got an
The
issue like
team
that,
will still have to
retire.
pay for him, no?
No, they won't.
I didn't
If
mention Benson one time for a reason too. But
if he's
Retire and lose out on 50 mil?
no, but that's being
Yeah,
selfish
that's
though.
bad. That's bad. Well, Herm, that's just bad business. Like, if your
no,
No,
job,
and
like Herm, no,
I
no, Herm,
it ain't
no,
about
like
he did in
that.
Herm,
real
I
life.
get you,
Hold
Herm.
on,
See,
in real life,
No,
no, I'm
Herm,
saying,
Herm.
Herm,
I
in real life,
get
y'all
in
ain't
real
you.
life.
listening to none of this
If
shit
you
that
get
y'all saying.
Herm,
No,
if
Herm.
you get
Y'all
hurt,
ain't talking
Herm,
about
I
if you
get
shit.
get
you,
hurt,
Herm.
I
But
mean,
me,
y'all ain't
we
talking about
both
my
see
shit.
bad,
that you're
my bad.
smiling, Herm. We both
Y'all ain't
know
talking about
you are
shit
not
right.
giving up that
No,
50 mil, my guy.
because I'm telling the truth because y'all not looking at the
Now
bigger
let her
picture.
finish. Let her finish.
But what he's doing, they gonna start putting stipulation in these players' contract. They gonna start making a lot of money. They gonna start doing contracts like the NFL do these niggas. They only
they
gonna
already
give a
doing it.
certain amount. Oh, it's gonna go to that down the line. Don't think that it won't. They already make it small
They already
adjustments.
doing it. They did Zion Williamson contract not all the way
Yeah.
guaranteed. They already doing it.
But I think it's gonna get worse, true. And I think that guys like Ben Simmons and James, even James Harden to a degree at one point, it's gonna make teams have a reason to be like, hey, we gonna put stipulation in y'all come. We only gonna give y'all a certain amount of guaranteed money, and that's hurting the league. So if you are really have an issue and you done made a whole lot of money, ain't like he hasn't made a lot of money, retire. Because if you don't, you gonna hurt the general overall for future players. You gonna hurt the players that's currently in the league for it's affecting their bottom line and their money because of the shit that you doing. So that's selfish. What he doing?
I don't disagree, Herm. It was selfish, but we can talk about Ben Simmons forever. In regards to Shaq's take, I never understood the players of the past because Shaq's not the first person to talk about how much these players are making. That's a consequence and a product of Shaq's contribution to the game. Did Shaq ever thought like one of the reasons why Rudy is making so much is what he and how he elevated the game? Did Shaq the one consider that no matter what, the fact that you left for such a great impression on the league, these guys today could afford to get that much money. And quote Shaq himself, sometimes the money that we earn in this league is not just enough to feed our families, also enough to feed others' families.
Wouldn't
So
that then also give him a reason to why he's complaining about these players nowadays? Because if he and his generation was the foundation to how the league works today, he then would have. I feel like if that's the case, because what you're essentially saying is him and his generation are the main reasons why they're getting money like this now. If that's the case, he has a very valid right to then critique how people are doing with the foundation he built in his generation. Is that fair to say?
I'm not saying no one's above critique or like critique or assessment. I'm saying Shaq's still not paying these dudes. I'm not a fan of nobody saying another person shouldn't get paid amount that you're not paying them. Is that simple? So
He is a part owner though. So.
yeah, he's not part owner of the Wolves. He's not part owner of the Jazz. So literally, him talking about how much Rudy Gobert is getting paid is pretty much irrelevant because at the end of the day, the way these players' contracts are valued is upon their circumstance with that owner they're in under. So it don't matter how you feel how much they work. What matters is outside of the media. What matters is how these owners feel about paying that player. So that owner pays that player that amount is not a big deal. Matter of fact, it's a compliment to the fact that these guys can make this amount of generational money with that contract. So no, of like when then like Herb said earlier too, like Shaq has a history of hating, and he gonna continue to hate.
He does.
And the reason why it's hate versus critique, because like True said before, you notice when Shaq gives these assessments, he rarely, because sometimes he rarely tells the player how to get better.
Right.
He rarely does it. So that's why it's hate.
And
so
like
at the end of the day, like Shaq, no one's questioning Shaq's all-time greatness. No one's questioning Shaq's even knowledge on the game. But I always said this to people, like, no matter what your level of experience in the profession, you're still a human being. You still got biases. I don't know what is the motive behind Shaq's bias towards not just Rudy Gobert, but a litany of all of bigs throughout since he retired. And that's another thing too, Shaq. Everybody can't beat you. There's only one you. So you saying you get 28-15. No, that's just some people are just because someone isn't capable of doing what you've done, don't mean they're not working hard, don't mean they're not great in their own right. And it damn sure don't mean they didn't earn what the owners paid them.
But yeah,
They put in nearly as much sacrifice, if not more, as much as you did to earn your paper too. So at the end of the day, if like at the end of the day, like Shaq gonna be Shaq, but like as the OG and as the helpful person that I know he and his family are, the biggest way you can help these guys you critiquing is actually giving them, not just being one side about it. Don't just be a hater, bro. Be a mentor.
He never going to change. He's been a hater his whole career.
That's not the approach that guy Shaq is willing to take, unfortunately. Not to say he can't take that. He probably could one day, but right now it's just hate. I think it is hate too.
Yeah. Like one of these days, man, somebody like one of these days, Shaq got he got stuck. Like one of these days, because like I said, that development gate situation almost got real to a point where other people had
it got personal.
And it's like, and I'm not saying nobody gonna beat Shaq is a big dude. Ain't gonna be a lot of people beat up Shaq per se, but you don't want you're a whole businessman. You on TV. You don't want to be in them situations, period, where things can get like you saying. Because I'm the rest be honest with you, bro. Like Rudy Gobert, like if Rudy Gobert really confront him, and whatever case be happens, you can't even get mad. That's disrespectful. You saying you talking about
Rudy Gobert? Do not follow True to King's advice. Do not confront Shaq in person. Don't do it.
I mean, listen,
I wouldn't advise against that. I wouldn't advise that.
Listen, Hey, listen, I'm listen. That being said, though, it's all fun and games when JaVale McGee was on his ass. He didn't have that same energy. That's all I know. But I mean, all I'm
No,
saying is,
actually true. Actually
all I
true.
say,
They
he was
they
on
had
that
to be
same
told
energy.
not to like meet up. It was about to get to that level.
No, I'm just
Oh man,
because no. Listen, other people had to intervene and say, "Yo, chill out," because Joe McGee ain't no like I said, it ain't about losing or winning or fighting anything. Case may be, you can get smacked and get listen. You don't want to be in situations, altercations where like you 50-something years old. You about like 50-something years old, bro. Like you disrespecting people for no reason. Where like somebody come at you where you came from and how hard you work. Like I said before, that's why I said what I said because how you will feel when somebody critique you how you approach the game. Okay, he won't like it. So it's like don't super disrespect somebody else that's from you don't know where they background from. Like I said before, Rudy Gobert from a whole other country and made it to the NBA. There's not a lot of people that come from where he come from do what he did. So sit there and criticize a man for how he put food at his table, where he had to for people holding it down from a whole other country is disrespectful. Like it is what it is. Like if I mean, but that's why Shaq is a hater. You know, he can't like I said, he's a hater. When you just because I don't care how successful you is, you know what I mean. That evil and hate in your heart, man. You gotta let that shit go. I don't know what's weird. I don't know what's it like because you don't help nobody. You're not elevating the game, helping these big men grow. Comes to elevating the game. You're not doing that. So what's your
man.
purpose besides just being funny on TV and things of that nature and with your
I
podcast?
think I think I think Rudy needs to follow Nick Young's advice. You gotta smack a nigga, man. You gotta sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas, bro. Like Rudy
He
Gobert
did Carl
has
Anderson.
been
He did
he
Carl Anderson.
no. It's anybody not your teammate. No, that don't count. You gotta smack somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you gotta let the world know you ain't no pussy. Just keep it first. I'll be
That's
honest with
what
you,
I'm
though.
saying.
But
It shouldn't be that point.
Rudy Gobert, for some strange reason, he been at the butt of a lot of jokes. Of a lot of jokes. And it is what it is. But Mario, like let's pick the chat word today. Since we're talking about haters, a lot of haters in the chat. Let's pick a chat word today. Go home.
I would probably say Renegade because he's been here more consistently throughout
In the
I
zone.
second that. I second that.
throughout the whole thing. So yeah, I'm gonna go
No
Renegade.
bias. No biases at all. I may have to go Renegade too, man. In the zone. In the zone. It sounds so
Is it
crazy
gonna be
too. In the zone in the
unanimous?
building.
Yes,
Herm,
it
are
might be
you
the first.
I
It
mean,
depends what Herm say.
y'all,
Depends what Herm
y'all
say.
got the majority, but I'm gonna do something different just for the hell of it, cause I know he basically won. But I'm gonna say Thunder.
I ain't
Okay.
mad at that.
Thunder made me
Even though I
mad.
ain't
I'm
see him,
saying Thunder
even though
too,
I
to
ain't,
be honest.
even I ain't seen him in 30 minutes, but
But we
This
know,
nigga was lying.
we know Renegade got it though. That's why I just went the other way anyway.
Yeah, I got Thunder as well.
Oh, so Herm basically did what that reporter did in Philly to Shaq. I know Shaq is the MVP, but I'm gonna give it to AI anyway. But nevertheless,
y'all
congratulations,
got
Renegade.
reported.
Shout out to Renegade for being the chat warrior today. Is this Renegade second
No,
or his
no,
first?
say it. No,
This
say
is
it
first
again.
one.
Say it the way you want to say it. What's called is that? Say it
Oh no, I
correctly.
know. I know that. But like, what is this first or his second?
I
I
I
don't
believe
can't.
know.
it's
This
his
the first.
third.
This is first one.
Is this first?
First one.
Hate her in full effect, man. Hate her
Take
in
it
full
down
Yeah.
from
effect.
full
It's
effect.
But
hilarious.
congratulations, Renegade. You are a chat warrior.
You are.
Uh,
But that is it for today's show of the crossover. Of course, next Wednesday we'll bring you the latest news in sports and we'll chat it up. Yeah, I gotta go watch this game though. Like I said, MVP versus Rookie of the Year. Also, shout out Asia Wilson because she did score the most points in a WNBA season. Just a couple minutes ago in the second half of this, not second half, but the first half, second quarter of this game. I
Whoa.
want to say she's at 941. Obviously, she's gonna keep it going. She does have the opportunity to reach 1,000 points this season before the season actually ends. So
She need to
history
be
being
992
made. History being made. She's just breaking up her case of being the GOAT of the WNBA. But yeah, that's it for me. Y'all want to give y'all outros?
Oh yeah, too, man. Hey, True to King TV, man. Hey, hey, we almost at 1,000 subscribers, man. Go subscribe to True to King TV.
He's 7
Go
away.
do that. We almost at the 1K subscribers. Go do that, man. Appreciate that. Also, too, sorry for the inconvenience yesterday. In the Zone will tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Stay tuned for In the Zone. We're gonna have a lot to talk about. In the Zone, 10 a.m. Yeah, like I said, follow me on True to KTV. We almost rolled to 1K. We almost there, man. I gotta get that finish line. You know what I mean? So hey, appreciate everybody, man.
Most definitely, man. Appreciate y'all support. Y'all keep hitting that like button, man. If y'all want to donate to the crossover team, hit that cash out. Do it for the.
I saw Herm. Hey, Herm need a co-host, man. Hey, Herm need a co-host. Hey, listen, all jokes aside. All jokes aside, though. Nah, I'm dead serious. No, all jokes aside,
Go
though.
and cook Africa, man. You can cook Africa, man.
Hey, listen. I ain't gonna do that. I really had a lot to say. I ain't gonna. You try. I ain't gonna. But listen, Herm need a co-host. Listen, Herm up or anybody else or Lamont up on the Discord. Matter of fact, I'm gonna share Discord right now because that is important. That is important though. That's more. Trying to be more important right now than anything. But
yeah, because we do have ghost energy interested, man. So we gotta get that. We gotta get the 94 feet boys back rolling, man.
And you come in with a sponsorship already. Yeah, you come in with a sponsorship. You can't beat that. So listen,
that's crazy.
Go
though.
get that.
Hey, and he would jet out soon. The sponsors start coming in. That's crazy.
Listen, I got no comments right now. I don't want to say that. I want listen.
But yeah, we gotta figure that out behind closed doors. But do what True to King said if you are interested in being a co-host for her.
You got what it takes.
Yes.
So y'all tune in the zone tomorrow morning because it's gonna be crazy, man.
Tune in. Casual, I'm sorry, but we're gonna have to do this conversation another day. Hey, Steady Zeno, what's y'all's final thoughts?
Thank you for coming through. You know what this is. It's the crossover. You can see us, Vanity Sports, me and my buddy Justin. Sorry, keep calling it Justin. Casual on Vanity Sports Debates. He keeps getting upset when I do it, and I keep forgetting to not do it. My fault, gang. So you'll see us on Vanity Sports Debates. We would really like you to come through. We need the views up. And yeah, that's enough for me. Also, as I said, create my own channel. Video out soon.
All right, man. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Sturdy. Help y'all shake and take to become more sturdy. I'm with the best perm in the South, Herm the Perm, and Herm the Body right here. You see that man on the left, look like Birdie Mac overseas, Zeno. Of course, we got the most controversial dude, True to King, out there, and of course, the best host on YouTube, Mario. Y'all know what we do. This is a crossover, and we are out.
This will hit me in my soul when I need a dip. After the cold nights of grinding, now I need to vent. Calling the law cause I'm killing forever, heaven sent. My brother told me that my calling is a mic and kicks. I do it all like the last chance of finding love. I ain't no simp, just a nigga that believe in love. Can guarantee that the moment that I get a chance, want to succeed, so as a man I gotta take a stance. Though they don't see it, but they steady trying to stop the vision. I'm seeing squares from every angle like a damn prism. Can never fail cause my family's searching for a blessing. Teaching my seed, don't let them cross you like an intersection. Born in the 80s where they took it and they stood tall. I need a minute like the last second I'm calling cars. Oh, you rich niggas steady talking politics. Oh, it goes several seats, nigga, you need to take a sit. Cause you ain't never felt the struggle, now you seen the pain. Cause when they cut his many steady go against the grain. I pray that all my homies make $1 million so we can all ride for one pushing big trucks. Giving back to the city that raised us. Can't save them all, but the present show a lot of love. I'm in and all when I see them people give it back. Under it all, we put them people right up on our back. And we gon' compete. Living through the struggle every day, so we can compete. Fighting really hard every day, so we can compete. Doing everything that we can, so we can compete. letting people know who we are. When we gon' come, I'm in my car, scrolling black and mild window low, contemplating on the moment that I get to blow. I play the lotto, I don't do it for the wrong reasons. Pray if I hit, I don't use it for the wrong reason. And if I hit, I got that chopper for them sucker scheming. Gotta make it cause I tell you that my mama need it. Calm down, homie, this your winning thoughts talking. I know a person needed more, that's borderline cough. Okay, that's cool, but my heart hurts me every day. Cause when my papa needed help, I couldn't even save. And you don't know about the mortgage getting paid late. And you don't know about them hours worth of low pay. I tell you this is my life and it's a true story. So when you tell me about them others, man, it just bores me. So get the hell out my way, I'm trying to make a play. So we can all live good and have some better days. And we can compete. Living through the struggle every day. So we can compete. Fighting really hard every day. So we can compete. Doing everything that we can. So we can compete. Letting people know who we are. When we gon' compete.